Hi, I'm David.
And I'm Gail. And welcome to Orvieto. This is where we're spending another 0 day, like another in a series of 0 days, but just a single day of rest for us.
That's
in
right.
this magnificent city, a hilltop city of art and architecture.
And behind us you can see the really magnificent Duomo or Cathedral of Orvieto. Really spectacular building. It has multicolored stone and marble. It has colored mosaics glittering with gold.
Bronze statues.
Bronze statues, which are pretty unusual, really. It's super colorful, lively facade, and the interior is it's pretty good too.
It wasn't disappointing,
No,
which you will
no.
see. We have kind of taken this as a very gentle day because we're supposed to be resting. So we just went to a few places which we'll be sharing with
For
you.
sure, yeah. And Gail, what about the city, the history of the city?
Well, you know, it goes way back to like the 5th century BC when the Etruscans were here, and they were here and had a great city for centuries. And then it took the Romans in around approximately 200 BC merely 2 years to destroy their city. However, you know, much of it still remains in terms of underground caves, and so you're going to be able to see the underground city, the city of the Etruscans. But you know what? After the Romans destroyed the city, it took 8 centuries before it was rebuilt. So what we see above is really a medieval city, and again, there's lots to see.
Yeah, and that's, as a matter of fact, when it was reborn, the city, that's when it became known as Orvieto. So it's a very recent, I guess, name change, if you will.
That's right.
From the early days. So, anyways, we're going to take you on a very brief tour, as we said, and I'll show you some food as well, and what have you, and then we're going to just basically call it a day. We have to get, as Gail said, it's a rest day for us. So what we want to do is just take it easy, because tomorrow we're going to take a train back to where we left the day before, and then head off to Montefiascone, and continue our walk from there. So we've got we just want to be prepared for that. This, by the way, will be the last 6 days of our walk to Rome. So something to look forward to for us, anyways.
It's
getting
palpable.
Close to a conclusion.
Okay.
Yes, that's right.
We'll see you.
Anyways, we'll see you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Cheers.
The church interior is lined in a striped fashion with alternating local stone, a light-colored basalt, a volcanic rock, and black travertine limestone. Look at that ornate baptismal font. The nave has many really interesting features, and they include 14th century stained glass over the altar, which is some of the oldest stained glass in Italy, as well as alabaster windows. And it's just a feast for the eyes. Oh, look, we've got the huge statues of the apostles. Now, the jewel of the interior is this, the Chapel of San Brizio, with its frescoes painted by Luca Signorelli over a period of 5 years from 1499 to 1504. This space is just festooned with human figures, including many of them that are naked and intertwined. It tells stories relating to the resurrection and salvation, with an apparent subtext concerning local politics of the time.
It's lunch in Orvieto. Beautiful, beautiful Etruscan and medieval town. And we're having a medieval feast of some lovely things. There's a boar's head that's hanging outside behind David's shoulder. I don't know if he's aware of that, but he should take a picture of that boar's head.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Gail, what are you having?
I'm having a bacalao or cod. It's a stew, and it's with bruschetta, so there is some bread in there in the stew. Just quite traditional to have bread in soups here.
Definitely, yeah.
David, what are you having?
Okay, I'm having a dish called chicota, which is a traditional dish. It consists of various parts of the pig's head, more or less, the snout, the ears, that kind of thing. I was warned when I ordered it that it was very strong, so let's give it a shot. It's actually roasted for a very long time, a number of hours. Tastes pretty good. Let me just one more piece because I got a lot of. It just looks like really. It's pretty good actually.
And then we also have mixed bruschetta.
That's right.
So I think I can smell truffle oil.
Could be, yeah. We got tomato. Got just the traditional bruschetta with just olive oil on it.
And that could be pulverized olive, or it could be a chicken liver. It's possible too.
It's not chicken liver.
Olives?
I think it's an olive, maybe a tapenade.
Tapenade, yeah.
Also not liver, but quite good. It's got you can still see vegetables in there. It has sort of more of a spicy, tangy flavor to it. Also very good.
Okay. And then your traditional olive oil and tomato.
Yeah.
Well, with that, we're going to chow down.
That's right.
Orvieto is perched high on an outcrop of tuff, a rocky stone made of compacted volcanic ash. And underneath are tough caves, for example, these tunnels, and a home for Etruscans and medieval people, including a millstone, a wine press and olive press, and dovecotes, which are the homes of cultivated doves.
So after a busy day of looking up at cathedrals and looking down into the caves of the Etruscans, we spent our remainder of the day in the evening, as we usually do when we're in a small hill town, doing a passeggiata, walking down the street, enjoying it along with local Italians, as well as a number of tourists. And we're just here, just heading back to our apartment for a good night's rest before we head off the next morning.
Sure, it was just a lovely day in Orvieto, and we know that we have miles to walk after we sleep.
So enjoy our walk home with us.
Do you know where we're going exactly? Not exactly. Well, he just said he knows the place where all the food is. Yeah, this is the street with all the restaurants. We're going past like we have one that we're going to.